My name is Sarah Stevens, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a channel where I talk about knitting and some crochet, yarn dyeing, spinning. Yeah, so, and a little bit of everything else, little everyday life things too. So today is Sunday, April 28th. Yep, April 28th. And it is about 6 o'clock at night here in Spokane, Washington. And it's beautiful. It's windy out, which has not been so terribly pleasant, but it's been gorgeous out. No rain. I did some yard work today. I went garage sailing yesterday. I bought us a brand new fire pit, like the insert. So I'm really excited to, next weekend, we're gonna go get some pavers and we're gonna create a fire pit space out in our backyard. Guys, I love this time of year. It's one of my favorite times. I say this every year, like I love the spring. I love spring so much. And I love fall. I'm not a huge fan of the winter. I do love the snow. I think it's beautiful, but it's not my favorite. And I love summer days at the lake. I love those. But I don't know. Anyways, I feel like I'm rambling. So welcome to the Hello Grace podcast, if I haven't said that yet. And I am the owner and dyer behind Graceland Wool Yarn. So you can check out my stuff there if you like. I don't have anything that I'm gonna show you today that is just up in the shop. Everything that I'm gonna show you, some of it, it's all planning things that I'm going to be working on. And some of it you can order in the shop. Some of it you can't because I don't have it up yet or available at this moment. But anyways, it's been 2 weeks since I last podcasted, and last weekend was Easter and it was so nice. We went to a good friend's house and we did Easter dinner there. It was great. It was relaxing. The sun was out. It was beautiful. Most Easter Sundays here, it feels like it's rainy, and so it was a nice surprise. Anyways, let's get on with our planned show. I don't do show notes, so I shouldn't say planned, but I do want to talk to you a little bit about what I've been working on, which has really only been one thing, and then what I plan to cast on next, and then my finished object. I did show you guys this sweater last episode, but I hadn't shown it to you with me wearing it yet, so I wanted to do that. So this is the party top sweater by Abby Knits, and this is my own hand-dyed yarn. This is Lilac City, the Lilac City colorway on my DK base. I love this colorway so much. I love this top. I've been wearing it all day. Well, not all day. I mowed the yard, the front yard today, and I didn't wear it then. I didn't want to get it all messed up, but I've just been pairing it, truthfully, with this green dress that I have. But I think it's so fun. I did not do any of the waist shaping. I didn't think that I needed to. It was only a few stitches, so I didn't do that. I love the sleeves. Diane of the Suburban Stitcher did talk a little bit about when she finished hers, just a little bit about, it's the sleeve part where it says continue in pattern. It's not super intuitive. Like, it takes a minute to kind of figure out what they mean, like where you need to make the next little eyelet or whatever, but after that, it's smooth sailing, and I love this top. Guys, if you have not knit this top, and you have, this took me 2 skeins of DK weight yarn, and I knit it in the, it's knit top down in the round, and I used the coolest technique. It's called the, dang it, I never remember it. I talk about it because I had just started it on the Fiber Girls podcast. That's another podcast that I am 1/3 of with Sarah of Sarah Craft Yarn and Kayla from Whips on Sticks. And we try and podcast once a month, once every other month or so. And it's kind of nice because we're all dyers from this area. And so it's really fun. But anyways, Helix knitting, I think that's what it's called. You might have to look that up. So anyways, perfect because you can't even tell. I was using 3 skeins all at the same time, but when it was all said and done, I think I only used like 2 or 2.5 skeins of yarn. I have leftovers. Highly recommend this pattern. I love it. So that's my only FO. I worked on this straight for like a week straight, nothing else. I didn't touch really anything else. And then I cast it on, like as soon as this was done, I cast onto a new sweater. And that's what I want to talk to you about. I am so thrilled with this new sweater. Okay, so let's talk about it. It is a Caitlin Hunter pattern. It's the Nordiska? One of those sweater, and it is a top-down V-neck sweater, and it's in fingering weight. I am using, for the main body, I'm using Graceland wool, and then I am using 2 other yarns for my color work. So here it is. The coolest part of this sweater, well actually all of it's pretty cool, but look at this. I love that. It's a cable in the raglan. There we go. And I just this afternoon bound it off. It is a shorty sweater. I cannot wait. I'm gonna get the neck done next, and then I have the sleeves, and they're not gonna take very long, and so I think this guy is gonna be done by this week. It is gonna look so funny over a other knitted sweater, but just to give you an idea, there we go. So it'll have ribbing on the neck, and then the sleeve goes to about here also, but it has color work on it. I love it so much. So the yarn. The main color, the body of the sweater, is knit out of my 80/20 base in the Great Wizard colorway, which is just this beautiful gray with some browns and blues and blacks, rust speckling. I love it. And then for the color work at the bottom, oh, I've been told that people like to see the floats. That's what the inside looks like. And then I should show that. Yes, really is pretty. I did not catch my floats, if you were wondering. But I did it because I wanted it to be like super stretchy. So when I block it, it'll get a little bit bigger. So, okay. This is Miss Babs. It's just a jet black. It came in this ginormous set that I got from her from years and years ago. It was like one of her Yowza skeins or something. And I broke into it so I could use this black. And then this is an unknown colorway, only because I threw away the stupid tag. It is a silk single ply, has silk in it. It's like silk and merino from Tuscan Knits in this beautiful green color. Oh my gosh. And I don't know, I thought it was the perfect pop. Yep. I knit the body on US 4s, and then the ribbing on 2s, and then I'm gonna do the neck. I think it calls for 2s, but I think I'm actually gonna do the neck. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I was contemplating doing the neck in 4s, but maybe I'll do it in 2s. I don't know. So this has taken up all my time. All of it. And I'm not unhappy about it at all. I will not lie. The beginning part, I was kind of like just not in the mood, I think, to concentrate on the raglan part. So that part was a little annoying for me. I think I was just getting done with this sweater and then the Comfort Fade cardigan before this, and I kind of just wanted something that was stockinette and not have to worry about it. Like I either wanted a chart or I wanted stockinette, and it was kind of just stockinette and then having to pay attention. Like some rows you were doing something on odd rows and some you were doing something on evens, and anyways, super well written pattern. I recommend it. I feel like I have been talking a mile a minute for the last 12 minutes. I'm using my new birthday mug from Sarah. I love it. Okay, so all the Great Wizard colorway I have left are these. I did the helix knitting again because see, like this one's just a little bit lighter than this one. And I finished the color work part and the ribbing in this color because I felt like you wouldn't notice that it was a little bit darker in the color work. So now I'm going to be doing the neck in this color, and I'm gonna do the sleeves, I think, the same way with this. I think I have enough to do that, and still have enough to put in a blanket or something like that. I've been housing that project in my April showers bag by A Simpler Home. I believe that her shop is on Etsy, or maybe it's not. Yeah, it is. It's on Etsy. A Simpler Home. I bought this a couple years ago. I love how sturdy it is. I love that big handle. And truthfully, it was only because I wanted a umbrella bag for April. So, I love it. It has a pretty basic, just white square bottom. Is that a square bottom? Rectangle bottom? Anyways, okay, so I guess let's talk about planning. I need some help with one, and the other one I know what I'm doing. So let's talk about the one that I know I'm doing. The Mada, right? It's another Caitlin Hunter pattern. It is DK, and it's a shorty, and it has this beautiful like color work up here, and then the bottom half it has like color work, but not, it's like only 2 colors, and it's beautiful. So I pulled my yarn. This is my Dusted Smoke colorway on Flock. These are all fingering weight skeins. I'm gonna hold them double, And so the main color is gonna be this one. And this is a 70% superwash merino, 20% yak, and 10% nylon. I have 2 skeins of this colorway. And it's just this dusty, purpley, grayish tan. Not even tan, taupe. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm pairing it with a one-of-a-kind skein that I dyed up a couple years ago with sugar plum, which is a super pale purple. It's even more pale than the one it's close, but it's paler. And it doesn't have speckles like this one does. And uni. Uni, I feel like I gotta open it up for you to see all the colors in uni. Oh yeah. So it's gonna be, I'm gonna take them all off. Just gonna make a mess of it. Here we go. That is gonna be my next Caitlin Hunter cast on. Oh, I'm in like complete heaven. I'm in so much love. I don't know the placement yet of what one's gonna go where. And this colorway, uni, it's coming back, y'all. This one's on my glitz base. But I am gonna be bringing it back into the shop along with Sugar Plum for the summer, because I love dyeing that one. Okay. Here is what I need help with. Ignore my dog. The dog door is open, she's outside. Okay. I don't know if I can even show you a picture of the top, so I'm not going to. Today is the official cast on date for testers. Tristan of Dragon Horde Yarn has designed, yet again, another really beautiful sweater. This one's like a crop top. It's a t-shirt kind of style, and it has some color work along the top. And it's just gorgeous. And I'm having a really hard time deciding on my colors. So let's talk about it. This is gonna be my main color. Here we go. This was just a free swim, but it has all of these like greens and cranberries and browns and like pine greens, forest greens, and some charcoal, and even like some gold. There's some gold in here, if you can see that, flecks all through this. So this is gonna be my main color. So then I have to find 2 colors that I want to be the color work. And I'm just gonna show you what I have. This is what I've picked out so far. This one is a for sure. This is my Dreams of Sedona colorway. It's so funny because this is what I was going for when I did this. Like, I just used up extra dye. So we have this. It's beautiful. It has, gosh, these slate blues and just clay reds and dusty grays, and I even have some of these lighter colors, like of almost like an orange. So these 2 are going together. Now the question is, what do I add with it? Originally, I was gonna add sea glass because I love that together. It's unexpected, it pops. It's kind of my style. Then some people were like, it doesn't really, they couldn't see it working. So it's like, okay, I can see where you're getting at. So let's keep thinking, right? So then I pulled this, and it's my Whiskers colorway that I dyed forever ago. And you can't see it in this skein, I guarantee it. Oh, there we go. That's actually pretty good. It is a very neutral, creamy tan with some grays and toffees and flecked in there, okay? Or originally I was wanting to use all my yarn, but I did find this skein, which I think looks too much alike. It's a Three Irish Girls skein, but that's option 2. I guess this is option 3. This is option 2. This is option 1. Now, this one. You're a Wizard Harry. Option 4. Also super unexpected. Don't love this combination as much, but I feel like the colors kind of play together still because it has some of the same greens. What do you guys think? I had pulled Jackson out because I've been wanting to knit with this colorway forever. I dyed this after my Grandpa Jack, but I feel like it's too close. Maybe to this one. Maybe it's too close. Like maybe the color would get lost. So I really am leaning most towards this. Just be very neutral. I think it would be beautiful. Or this Wild and Crazy one. But now the more that I pull this, I kind of really think, I need to do this. That was like 5 minutes of, maybe I just needed to talk it through with you guys. So tell me, do you hate this? Do you like this together? I need to know. Somebody had suggested like a beautiful rust, and I don't have that, and I don't want to dye anything for it. Really trying hard to use up my stash, to pull from stash. So okay, look for that pattern. I believe that we have to have it done, being tested by like July 12th or 15th or something like that. People are flying, and I'm knitting the smallest size, so I feel like this is going to be a very quick knit. I'm not knitting it for myself. I'm knitting it for my daughter slash a shop sample for the summer. So it's just gonna zoom because I do never knit the smallest size for me. I'm normally a medium if it's a Caitlin Hunter pattern, or a large for most other designers. So, and I'm so happy that I get to test for her again. I was able to test for her on one other sweater last year. I think it was right around this time too, that I knit for my daughter Caitlin. This one is for Vanessa, but I'm really happy about that. So I don't know, weigh in, guys. Do we like this? You start with the main color regardless. So I think tonight I'm gonna cast onto the main color regardless. And maybe that'll help me make a decision. Like, yeah, no, once you get it knit up, maybe it's gonna be bad. I don't know, to add any other ones. I don't know. The only other thing that I have to talk to you guys about is shop news. So if you are not interested in that, which I really hope you are, because I've got some collaborations to talk about, 2 actually, and then some Advent stuff, and summer collection stuff that's happening too. But if you're not interested in that, thank you all for coming and hanging out with me for a little bit of time today. I really appreciate it. I love hanging out with you guys and chatting a little bit about what I'm doing and what I'm working on. and I hope that you will check me out again, I guess. Okay, if you are here for the shop news, I want to talk to you a little bit about some super special collaborations that are going on. The first one is already listed, it's already up in my shop, and it's up in Sarah Craft Yarn Shop on Etsy, and it is a summer sock club. It's a 2-month summer sock club. 1 month, the month of June, you will receive, no, the month of May. The first one that's up is for May and June, and you will receive in May either a skein of yarn from myself or a skein of yarn from Sarah, and then in June you'll get the other skein. We have a really fun theme planned. It's kind of all around camping and the lake and butterflies and wildflowers, and it's gonna be a blast. So go check that out. Listings are only gonna be up for a little bit of time. And then we have to take them down because we're gonna have to dye yarn for them. So, and they're limited. They're extremely limited. Sarah is going to Italy over the summer, and so we wanted to make this super manageable for that. And then depending on the success of it, we might do it for the last half of the summer too. Okay, we're really kind of thinking of doing it for the last half of the summer, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But we love the idea of a 2-month club because then it's not too terribly expensive. It's not a huge commitment. But in addition to that, it's from 2 different dyers. So you get a chance to sample yarn from both of us. Okay, check that one out. I have listings in my shop. Sarah has listings in her shop. The next collaboration I want to talk to you about, which is going up pretty soon, look for it in May. Look for it in May. It is between myself, Kayla from Whips on Sticks, and Stephanie, Hot Pink Socks, or The Rusted Stitch. And we have put together a fun, also kind of camping themed 1-month kit. It's just a kit. You will receive a bag from Stephanie of The Rusted Stitch. You will receive a stitch marker. It's adorable. From Kayla of Whips on Sticks, and then a skein of yarn from me. We are looking to be putting these kits up very, very, very soon. I think May 1st is the date that we settled on. So look for those. It's either the 1st or the 5th. Look for those. I know I'm gonna list them in my shop for sure. More details if they're gonna be listed elsewhere, but you will be able to find them there. Okay, last but not least, I did not forget about it. It is Advent calendar season. Everybody under the sun has been listing their Advent calendars, and I am no different. I have 2 available this year. You can purchase them either in my Etsy shop or also on my website. I did keep my Etsy site. I do sell on both. Currently, right now, they both have the same thing, but if I have something that is just a one of a kind, I throw that in the Etsy shop. I don't really list that on my regular website. But Advent calendars, you have 2 options. You can get the 20-gram mini skein set and 1 full skein of yarn with a couple extras thrown in there, or you can do the 12 days of Christmas, and that one's a little bit smaller, and you will receive 12 20-gram mini skeins. Both of them are super fun. They are not going to be the same. I have decided each one will be different. They are both Harry Potter themed, but they will not have the same colors. So they're in the shop. They're going to be in the shop for a little while because it's April. I do not plan to start dyeing these until probably July or August, and so my plan is to keep them up until around June. So they're in there for a little bit. They are much more limited this year than last year. Last year was really difficult for me anyways. I had almost 50 clubs, Advent calendars, and working full time and all of that, it was very hard to make sure that everything was done and perfect, exactly how I wanted. So I did pare that down. There's only 20 of the big kit and 20 of the little kit this year. So if that's something that you want, jump in there, grab those. I do have this colorway that you can order. It is a dyed to order though. All of the colorways that I have right now up there, minus one that I'm going to be throwing up because it was a mishap. I tried to dye a colorway and I got a little carried away and it didn't turn out right. So I have a few skeins going up in the shop that are ready to go. Otherwise, everything else is dyed to order. Let's see. All of my open orders that I have right now, minus advent calendars, will be shipping out next weekend. So I've kind of been going through that, but I believe the last ones should be shipping out on Saturday. So if you have not received your order yet, look for that in the mail, or at least look for it to go out on Saturday. You'll probably get it just a couple days afterwards. Okay, guys. I've yacked at you enough, so I'm gonna sign off. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I said it earlier, I really do enjoy and appreciate you guys taking some time and hanging out with me for just a little bit. I know I say it and I've said it before, there are so many other podcasters out there, and I really enjoy that you take some time with me. I don't think I had a giveaway or anything else. No, I think that's it. So until next time, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, what time is left of it, and that your next week is even more amazing. Bye, you guys.